everyone, Jeff, your executive gardener here. I hope everybody has a wonderful 4th of July weekend. Also to my friends up north in Canada, happy Canada Day. So it is just about, actually it is July 1st, 2017 here in Houston, Texas. The heat index is 105 degrees today. And what I thought I'd do is, I see some videos on the internet where people go out, like I saw John from Growing His Greens goes out to Las Vegas and to Phoenix and all these areas and finds these plants where you can find summer loving plants. Well, in Houston, Texas, and Richmond, Texas, we have a place called Enchanted Gardens. So I went out there today to see what vegetable plants I could find, because they typically have plants that are well adjusted to hot, humid environments. And no surprise, I went out there, I found 0 plants. So no vegetable plants for sale in one of the top nurseries in Houston, Texas. And that's because if you want to know what vegetable plant death looks like, be here in July in Houston, Texas. Pretty much nothing grows. It's just too hot, too humid, and so it's a long way of saying, so I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do the next few months, because I'm going to start, as odd as this may seem, I'm going to start my fall planting indoor seeds here in the next few weeks. Okay, which is kind of weird because most of the people watching this in the northern climates, zone 6, 7, 5, 4, you're all currently getting ready to have harvest. Your tomatoes aren't red yet, but they're green. So, so what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to show you, I'm going to start revitalizing my soil. So I'm going to be pulling all of my tomato plants. I'm going to leave the pepper plants in, but most of my tomato plants, most of my cucumber plants, most of those spring crops in Houston, Texas, I'm going to pull. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to revitalize my soil in preparation for a very strong fall garden season. And if you live in Texas or you live in Florida or any of the southern states, I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, the fall gardens are the best. So you start your seeds indoors in late July, mid-July for peppers and things that take a little bit longer. And then by September you put the things out, the seedlings outside, and you have October, you have November and December for a great harvest. But to do that, it's really important that you revitalize your soil. So I'm going to show you what I do. Now, if you watch my previous videos, you'll see that I do put some amendments in the holes. I'm not going to repeat what I use for NPK and micronutrients. You can watch that previous videos. But I'm going to tell you what I bought this year and what I'm going to revitalize my grow tower, my raised beds, and my side garden with to ensure that I have a successful fall crop. So let me give you a close-up on the back of my pickup truck here and show you what I got for the fall garden. All right, to start off with, I got 4 or 5 bags of this Nature's Way leaf mold compost. And for the folks who don't know, the name leaf mold comes from a Old English word, leaf mold, M-O-U-L-D, which means produced by a very slow breakdown process of leaves from shrubs and trees into a rich humus. Okay, so what basically happens is that all the forest material breaks down over time, and over a slow process gives you this rich composted material that's beneficial in microbes, which are very essential for building your soil. So I got this leaf mold compost. I have 3 or 4 bags. What you need to do if you live in Houston, Texas, look up Nature's Way. And I think in most areas you can get leaf mold compost. It's excellent compost, one of the best you can get, rich in microbes. What you want to do is you want to kind of till this in or rake this into your soil 2 or 3 inches deep, and then you'll revitalize your soil. Do it a week or 2 before you plant your garden so it can soak in there pretty good. Number 2, I got composted chicken manure. So composted chicken manure basically is an NPK of 10, 3, and 1, okay? And very rich. So you got to be very careful. You can burn your gardens, but what you basically want to do is you want to spread about a 1-inch layer over the entire garden that you want to garden, area that you want to garden, or excuse me, a container you want to garden, and simply do that. You rake it in. Again, do it 2 weeks before you start planting, but composted chicken manure, some of the best you can get, and I have that. Lastly, as I have something called Happy Frog. It's a cool little picture there. Soil conditioner. So what this has is it has beneficial mycorrhizae and humic acid. So for those that don't know, it's very important, again, to have microbes in your soil, but specifically mycorrhizae is fungus that attaches to the roots of the plant that allows the plant to better uptake water and nutrients, okay? And it's very important. So mycorrhizae has been around for, since the beginning of time, 400,000 years ago, and it's found in forests and trees and so forth, and it's very beneficial, again, to plants, trees, anything that's living. And what this stuff does is this Happy Frog has not only mycorrhizae, humic acid, again, which allows the uptake, but it also has soil microbes, bat guano, which is very rich in nutrients, NPK for flowers and plants, and it also has earthworm castings, again, which has beneficial microbial. So the same thing with this soil conditioner, Happy Frog. What you want to do is spread it across the area you're going to be planting a good 1 or 2 inches, rake it in fairly good, and there you go. So I'm going to put this into my gardens probably 2 weeks before I plant. So again, the Happy Frog soil conditioner, the composted chicken manure, and the leaf mold compost. And I expect to have an incredible fall garden. So this is just a helpful hint for anybody who's looking to plant your fall garden. If you're in the South, I would definitely encourage you to add these 3 things to your soil. Again, it's a shame at this point in time of year I can't buy any plants in Houston, Texas, but it is what it is. Again, just a quick update as to what I'm doing here on my channel, what I'm doing with my gardens. And again, I will use all of these in my tower, my container gardens, and my raised beds. That's all I have. Again, happy 4th of July to everybody that's watching this, all my viewers, all my subscribers, and happy Canada Day to my friends in Canada. Until next time, Jeff, your executive gardener. Take care. Bye.